What's going on, family? Welcome and welcome back to my channel. This is Dismissible Me, where I speak only about dismissive avoidant attachment from the perspective of someone who has had a dismissive avoidant attachment style. If you are interested in content like this, please like, share, and subscribe. Be sure to hit the notification bell so you do not miss any of my daily uploads Monday through Friday. And be sure to find me on Instagram. All of my links are down below in the description box. Getting right into today's video, how to break up with someone who has a dismissive avoidant attachment style. I have dropped several videos on breakups with the dismissive avoidant as the dismissive avoidant person that is doing the breakups, but I haven't dropped any videos on when you are the person who is breaking up. So for those of you that are wondering how you should break up with someone with a dismissive avoidant attachment style, this is the video for you. The number one thing you want to do is be clear and concise about the breakup. Be as direct as you possibly can be. Avoid trying to over-explain things. Avoid guilt tripping. Avoid debating. There's no need to guilt trip. There's no need to debate and go back and forth. If you are at the point, you've reached the decision to end the relationship with this person, there's no need to make them feel guilty. You've already decided that you want to end the relationship. You don't want to be around this person because of their actions. There's no need to debate back and forth with them because you've already decided you don't like the behavior, or the behavior, what's going on is not working for you. So just avoid any unnecessary last hurrah conflicts that are unnecessary. Avoiding the dramatics and any ultimatums. To me, if we're having a breakup conversation, you're breaking up with me, and then you try to give me an ultimatum, it shows me that you're not, number one, you're not serious about this breakup. When you bring an ultimatum to the breakup to me, as I'm speaking from my personal perspective, I know you really don't want to break up with me. I know you're only doing whatever it is that you're doing right then and now in this moment to teach me a lesson. And as I mentioned in my video from earlier in the week about do dismissive avoidants have emotions, check that out, like, share, and subscribe. This is one of those times where I understand that you're trying to elicit a certain response from me. That's not going to work. We are past the point of ultimatums. If we're past the point of debating, we're past the point of you putting a situation on the table and you take it or leave it. Because at the point where we're having a breakup conversation, I'm ready to leave it. Even if I've been caught off guard. Especially if I've been caught off guard. I'm more likely to just leave a situation. Okay, you want to be done? Let's just be done and keep it moving and moving forward. But being clear and concise, being direct. Hey, I am not happy in this relationship. I am needing to move in a different direction. I am just letting you know. Boom. It doesn't have to be this big thing. Quite frankly, for me personally, it doesn't have to be face to face. It does not. I'm willing to take a breakup via text. I'm willing to take a breakup over the phone. We can do the face to face thing if you like. I don't have a problem with breaking up with somebody face to face. But I don't need a face-to-face sit down. I fully understand that closure is not going to come from you for me at the point of a breakup. I'm going to give myself closure. So I don't need you to do anything other than that. The other thing you're going to want to do on top of being clear and concise and being very direct and avoiding the dramatics goes along with that is keeping your emotions under control. Having an emotional outburst, tears, crying, yelling, getting angry, taking me on some type of emotional roller coaster for 10, 15, 20 minutes while you try to break up with me, which takes all of 5 to 10, less than that, seems unnecessary. And really what the dramatics do for me and the being overly emotional, the emotional outbursts, honestly, it makes me check out. I'm checked out. So at this point that you're getting over dramatic, I understand what's happening. This is a breakup conversation, or we're getting towards the end here. I'm just going to pull my emotions out of this situation, deal with what's logical. That doesn't mean that I won't process the emotions at all. It just means I understand that I'm not going to engage with you on the same emotional playing field. I'm not going to go there. And for other people like me, it may be a situation where there are things that you want to say, and while still being very concise, that you will not get the opportunity to say because you got too caught up in your emotions and the anger or the sadness or the just wanting somebody to understand what it is that you were coming from, or the place from which you were coming from, the frustration. Leave all that at the door. Another thing you're going to want to do as the person who is doing the breaking up is you're going to need to respect my need for space and be prepared for emotional distance. For those of you that want to remain friends after a breakup, I've dropped several videos on that, so you can check that out, including one this week. So go ahead and check those out in the playlist. But for me personally, I do not remain friends after a breakup. It doesn't make sense to me. There's not one person that's laid out a good reason in the comment section, under my videos, on Instagram, in a Reddit community. It just doesn't make sense to me. It seems unnecessary. So I just don't do it. So for the person that is wanting to remain friends afterward, understand I'm going to need space. We're not going to be friends, and immediately after the breakup, I'm going to want space. I'm going to want to distance myself from you. I'm going to want to limit, if not cut off, all communication and start moving on. Moving on does not mean being with someone else. It means I'm adjusting to life without you. I'm accepting and adjusting to life without you, this new normal, whatever that is. Also, with my need for space and me giving you emotional distance, emotionally distancing myself, do not expect closure from me, especially if I'm being caught off guard. And I feel like I might have mentioned this a little bit earlier in the video. I'm not expecting you to give me closure if you are breaking up with me. I know that that comes from me. For you to expect me to give you some type of closure to make you feel better at the end of a breakup, I'm not quite sure what that even means. A breakup to me is simply a communication that the relationship is over. Hearing that the relationship is over, hearing that you no longer want to be in a relationship with me, is all the closure I need. The door is being closed. What closure are you expecting from me? And I want people to drop this down in the comment section. What is the closure that you're expecting? For those of you that are wanting closure from the person you're breaking up with, what is that? What is it? Because I don't know. Expecting some type of closure from me, other than me accepting the breakup and moving on and wishing you well, there's nothing left for me to do. I can't pick you up and put you on my back and carry you. Another part to that is avoid reassurance. Avoid, quote, checking up on me, quote. You don't need to do that. We're broken up. You have decided that you don't want to be in a relationship with me. You do not have to, again, this is why I don't do the friendship thing, because it's mixed signals. You do not have to pretend like you care after the breakup. I don't need you a week later, 2 weeks later to say, hey, just want to check on you, see how you're doing. What do you think I'm doing? You think I'm sitting around being devastated about this breakup? No. The only thing that reassurance or checking in, checking up on somebody is doing is keeping the door open. That's keeping me from moving on. This is another reason why I do the no contact thing. You don't need to see what I'm doing. You don't need to check up on me. What reassurance do I need from somebody who said they don't want to be with me? Oh, wait, I don't. It's unnecessary. For those of you that feel like someone should check up on you, and I see some of you in the comment section, the avoidant broke up with me and they never even checked up on me. Checked up on you after a breakup? What? If I just explained to you, or you just explained to me that you want the relationship to be over, why the hell are you reaching out to me to see how I'm doing? Because you want to see if I'm still interested? Because you want to see if I'm still sad? Because you want to see if I want to leave the door open? Because you were trying to get me to respond in a certain type of way? That's a no-go. You do not need to check up on me. You do not need to reassure me. None of those things. If and when you decide to break up with me as someone with a dismissive avoidant attachment style, break up with me. Be serious about the things that you're saying. Let your words match your actions. And that you are going to truly leave me alone. That you are truly going to move forward in a different way. I don't have a dismissive avoidant attachment style because I have a fear of being alone. Just the opposite. I have a fear of people not leaving me the fuck alone. Okay? The opposite. I have a fear of people trying to connect themselves with me on an unhealthy level. I'm always good for a good cutoff, but I'm not good for somebody, smothering me to death. You don't need to do that. Be clear and concise. Be very direct. Avoid emotional outbursts, dramatics, and ultimatums. Keep your emotions under control. Respect my need for space after the breakup, and be prepared for emotional distance as well as physical distance. You're not going to hear from me most likely. And don't expect me to give you closure at the breakup. Avoid checking up on me after you have ended the relationship. Just allow me to move on. And family, that is all I have for you in this video on how to break up with someone with a dismissive avoidant attachment style. Let me know what has worked for you. Like, share, and subscribe. Let me know what resonated. Find me on Instagram. Check out the playlist. Comment down below. And family, I will be tapping in with you very soon. Keep it real.